What's up, guys? It's Johnny Fabs and we're back, and today we are going to be working on the donor CR-V car. So if you haven't seen, go watch that video right now. But this is my CR-V 4-wheel drive 5-speed manual. I'm going to be using the driveline for my Civic hatch for an all-wheel drive swap B series. But for now, it is winter where I live in Michigan. So I'm going to try and throw a head gasket at this and then drive this in the winter since it's going to be snowing soon. So hopefully it's just a head gasket and we can get it all fixed up and stop blowing coolant right out of the exhaust. So we're going to get into it. So first I'm going to pull all the spark plug wires off. Set them to the side. And then I'm going to get everything off, all the wiring, coolant lines, and then we can pull the valve cover and start pulling the head off. Going to pull the throttle cable bracket off. That's a 10 millimeter. And then I'm going to pull all the rest of the valve cover 10 mils off while I'm at it. Next, I'm going to pull the intake air box off just to get it out of the way, a little bit more space. We can leave that on, I think, and then I'm going to start pulling the coolant hoses off. There is no radiator fluid inside because I had to drain it for it to be able to run. So I'm going to pull the lines off. And then I pulled the head one off and then the back tube off here for the radiator hoses. Now I'm going to take the heater cord lines off. Then I'm going to unplug the distributor. Not sure if you have to do this, but I'm going to get it out of the way. Pull the distributor off. It's 12 millimeter bolts. Again, I'm not sure if you have to do this or not, but I'm going to get it out of the way. Put a little mark on the distributor and then on the head. That way I know where to set my timing. Now the manifold should back off. We can just set that down there. Should be fine. Give you a better look. That's just all the 12 millimeter bolts. I'd recommend using a 6-point socket, that way you don't strip any out. you guys can see, I took the valve cover off and you can see how milky the oil is. I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but it's real milky. Definitely getting water in the system. So I think I'm going to pull the timing chain off, or timing belt off next, and then yeah, see if we can't pull all the cams off and get the head studs off and pull the head up, and let's look at that head gasket. I'm going to put it on a time lapse so we're not boring you with everything, and then I'll show you once I get the head off. Alright guys, so we just pulled the cams off and the cam caps, and look at the head. So we're going to be pulling the head studs off and trying to lift the cylinder off right now. Alright guys, so as you've seen, we pulled the head off, we got the gasket off, and then we went to O'Reilly's and got a new gasket for it, just a Feel Pro, and then I rented the torque wrench. So to torque the head down, you should do, I think the book said 22 first torque, and then you want to do the crisscross pattern, start here, 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 outside, outside. So I can probably post a picture right here, and then that was with the new gasket. So I just torqued it down, and then going to put all the cams and rockers and cam caps back on, and then get the timing chain back on, and we can fire it up and see how it does. Just a little trick I do, I put it on a piece of cardboard and then just push so I can keep all the cam caps in the same order and then know where everything goes back on. So yep, we're going to get into it and put the rest of the motor back together and fire it up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on doing the CR-V head gasket. I'll let you guys know later on if it worked out, if the copper spray worked out on the head gasket. And so I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more on the Honda build and the CR-V all-wheel drive donor.